We need 700 young people to work in our factories, in our hospitals, in our shopping centers, driving truck.
Anyway, I want to go back to Apney Immigration, our lovely friend here, who's very nifty with the immigration loopholes in our system. Remember a few weeks ago when Mark Miller announced that registered caregivers would be given permanent residency on arrival in Canada? PR on arrival. Well, we have Apney Immigration jumping right on the news, right on the big news, and letting you know that if you're a permanent resident in Canada, well, you can sponsor your brother or sister to be a registered caregiver and get them PR on arrival.
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Who knew that everyone's brother and sister were registered caregivers?
You may have seen our videos on the caregiver program, which usually opens once a year. With this very program, you can invite your brothers or sisters to take care of your family in Canada. They only need 1 year of education after high school, and they need CLB level of just 5 in English proficiency.
1 year of education after high school, and you can bring them in as caregivers to look after not the Canadian people, right? You're not here to bring your family to look after the Canadian public and to do something good for the country. No, you're bringing them here to look after your own family. Did you catch that? That's a specific piece of wording that I want you to listen in on.
Invite your brothers or sisters to take care of your family in Canada.
Take care of your family in Canada. I'm pretty sure when Mark Miller announced the rules, he wasn't thinking it was going to be a way to bring in as many people as possible just to look after themselves. Or maybe he was and he's just that diabolical. I'm pretty sure the idea behind it was that we were going to be able to increase the amount of people who can look after the elderly in this country. But of course, that's not the way our friends at Apney Immigration see it. Of course, it is a way to make lots of money by bringing in your own family. And wouldn't you just know it? For whatever reason, just like N&M Immigration Services, Apney Immigration, the woman here, she deleted her video from Instagram after I reposted it to social media. What? What is this woman trying to hide? What is she so afraid of? Now, if you've been curious as to how these immigration consultants manage to do so well and seem to have such high success rates, well, maybe it's because they actually team up with international colleges. They become official partners. They enter into official partnerships with colleges like Seneca College, where if you use N&M Immigration Services, for example, well, I would bet your chances of getting an admissions letter to Seneca College gets pretty high. Again, someone with a modicum of shame might not post this video, but clearly that doesn't exist with N&M Immigration Services.
Hello everyone, I'm Nagasarath Pandurangi, the Regional Business Development Manager for Seneca for South Asia region. Today I'm at Vision Consultancy. With me is Mr. Gagandeep. We have been working together for more than 5 years now. Vision Consultancy is one of our top-most consultants in Toronto, helping us with onshore applications. Any onshore students who wants to kind of apply to Seneca, please come to Vision. They'll be able to help you with the application. And once you have applied, we'll also fast-track your applications from Vision.
Once you've applied to Seneca College through this guy's immigration consultancy, according to the Seneca College official, they will fast-track your application. That's how this whole thing works, isn't it? Like I said earlier, just by watching these videos, you can really get a better understanding of how this entire industry works. They don't leave much up to the imagination. They pretty much just tell you right up front. One of the ways that international students manage to get so many jobs in our country is through what is called an LMIA, a Labor Market Impact Assessment. Basically, what that means is that an employer will need to spend $1,000 per employee they want to hire who is not a Canadian citizen and not a permanent resident to justify and explain that they could not hire a Canadian for that position. Now, of course, you can immediately see how this is being abused. But the public cost for an LMIA, a Labor Market Impact Assessment, that is available on the government's website says $1,000. It costs $1,000 per employee for an employer to submit an LMIA application. With that in mind, knowing that an LMIA is only $1,000 from the federal government, it's very strange when you find an immigration consultant like Kanwar Ciara, a man who we had a 25-minute conversation with 2 weeks ago, that on his own Instagram page, he posts this video, again entirely in Punjabi, with the caption, "Why buy an LMIA for $50,000 when you can buy a business and sponsor your relatives at the same cost?" How many relatives is this guy trying to sponsor with $50,000 of LMIA applications? I'm sure he's not trying to get people to bring in 50 relatives. So where's all the extra money for these LMIAs going? Is it going into the pockets of these immigration agents, perhaps? But also, who are the people that we're bringing into this country who have $50,000 to buy a business just to sponsor their relatives? And what kind of business are these people buying that only costs $50,000? Well, there you have it. We've seen some of these immigration consultant TikToks. We've seen just how dirty this system really is and all the games that are being played under our noses. All these little backdoor loopholes that are being done behind our backs to subvert our system. Getting visitors converted into work permits. Getting 50-year-olds a long-haul truck driver work permit. Converting visitor visas to student visas, and granting postgraduate work permits to people who have been living in this country illegally for over a year. It's truly shocking just how broken Canada's free-for-all immigration system has become under Justin Trudeau.